So what we have here is the pieces you just saw get cut. This was 6 sheets of 1/4 inch aluminum. I believe this is 50-52. Pretty sure it is. 99%. 50-52 1/4 inch aluminum. There was 6 sheets. They're 48 by 96. We got everything out and had a few little drops left. And then basically what this is a, you may have seen them before. You see them a lot in like retention ponds in neighborhoods and so forth or wherever. It's got an overflow pipe, and normally they're at least 36 inches. This one I think is, I think the inside diameter is 48 by 48. It's pretty good size. And basically this is the trash grate, I'll call it. This one's flat. A lot of times you see them like a pyramid kind of shape with holes, you know, laid out in them. This one's just flat. You'll see in a minute as I get these together. They called for 6-inch wide strips that are finger joints. So finger joint means these notches are going to lay in these notches and it's going to go like that. So that's a finger joint. That's why they call it that. So this is notched halfway down this 6-inch piece. And so what I'll do is lay out 13, and there's another 13 that'll go this way. How I'm going to put these together yet, I'm not real sure. I need about 8 more hands, but we'll figure it out. We always do. So like I said, finger joints here, lay out. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's 9. Finger joints, like I said, basically every one of these you'll have another one. This will stand up like this. You'll have another one that comes this way and locks in that way, and then we'll go through and weld those up. So that's what the engineer called for. Like I said, finger joint, that's why it's called that. It's pretty tight. And then we've got a band that is 18 inches tall that wraps all the way around it. This whole thing is going to be 7 foot by 7 foot, so it's massive. It's definitely big, but like I said, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to stand these things up. Now I cut them just a little big. Reason for it is because I don't want to have to get in here and grind. There's a massive amount there's 26 of these. Each one has 13 of these slots. So I didn't want to have to worry about grinding, so I cut them just a little bit big. I went oversized and just for that purpose, and they actually work perfect. I did some test pieces, which I would highly recommend doing. Running test pieces. So what I did is I took some scrap aluminum. I made 2 basically small versions of this, 3 by 3 blocks. And I did the first one. It was a little tight, wouldn't quite go down far enough because of the bottom of the cut. So I made it about a, I don't know, 15 thousandths bigger or deeper, and ended up making it just perfect to where these slip in together. Pieces. So that's the second one. So this is the first one I made. Like I said, basically just simulating exactly what is going on over there with the finger joints. Exactly the same thing. Basically, you just have a top and a bottom, exactly the same piece. Flip one over, then you have a top and a bottom, and they slip together. But as you can see, it wasn't quite flush. And so I went exactly halfway, but what happens, it kind of rounds that bottom corner. And so, like I said, I don't want to stop and take time to grind all that with a die grind or whatever it takes. So what I did, I just went back and drew a second set. Same thing, but I went a little deeper, probably 15 or 20 thousandths, something like that, deeper, and it actually recessed a little too much, but that's okay because you're not going to see that. It's locking in. I'll get that flush when it's sitting on the table. It can't go past anyway because otherwise it would hit the table, so it's going to be like that, and then I'll just stitch that right up. You'll never know the difference. So it's better to have it a little deeper, the tolerance, just because it's easier to get together. As you can see, I fought that a little bit, but I wanted it nice and snug. Just don't want to have to sit there and spend a lot of time putting it together, grinding, beating, whatever it is. So
I think as I put these together, it's probably going to become a little hassle to get them all. Once I get them all stood up, it won't be bad. Now once these are all like that, I can just take these and slip them right down on there. Let's just get into that thing. Not falling out. Almost be like something to put under to pick all these freaking things up. something, as you put more in, it'll straighten those up and make it a little easier.
Like I said, it's just a rubber hammer, and I'm not, I mean, you can't even see where I'm hitting it. So these blocks are 6 by 6. That's what this equals. So the inside diameter of my band is 83.5. So from outside to outside of these pieces, these are 83.5. And then each one of these blocks is 6 inches. And basically what it does, it just stops trash, large trash, from getting in the overflow pipe and stopping it up. And you'll see people go out in these retention ponds and clean out. They'll get on like a little kayak or something, little John boat, see them out there cleaning out. What they're doing is getting sticks and debris, because when you have a storm, all that stuff collects on top of this. So I'm gonna go over here and jump on this one real quick, and I'll tell you why. Along with this, we want a access door in the top, 3 foot by 3 foot. So right here in the middle, I've got to cut a 3 by 3 access door. So pretty much what I'll do is lay this whole thing out, and then I'll go in here and mark it, square it off, and somehow cut. I'll probably actually weld the pieces together, because basically what I'll do is just hinge it. I'll cut an angle on the ones going this way where it opens, and that'll allow it to open up, and you won't even hardly know. It'll be a piece of flat bar across there, like a trim, and then it'll lock. It'll go down and have something to catch it, and it'll lock, so they can actually lock it in place. If for some reason they have to service the storm drain or something, you know, if it takes it past this and stops it up, they can get to it. .101 3/4 on the dot, both sides. We're pretty square. It's kind of self-correcting, I guess you could say. This, when you lock them in like that, they're kind of forced to square each other up, or square itself up. So now we just got to figure out our door. then the other one will go this way, and it's got the joint on the other side. Hopefully they fit together just like the other ones did. Voila. A little bit of a rubber hammer, and she's on there. So now what I got to do is get it lined up, because I know that's perfectly centered. We'll stitch this on here, both sides, stitch a few pieces here, and then you see these notches here. You got 4 of them. So this hole is 36 by 36. That kind of gives you a perspective. This is 48 inches from the inside. It's actually 47 or 47 and a half inside to inside. So this is 6 inches wide. You just imagine there's a 48 inch square this is going to sit on top of, and that's the center there. And you've got about a ½ inch of play on each side. And then we'll have like a strap that comes from here that bolts into the concrete. So it'd be like a piece of angle iron, and it'll bolt into the concrete. Each one of these will have one of my favorite tools, speed square. You see us using them a lot, because I'm thinking I know this is perfectly straight. Put it on here like that, and that gets me square. Flip it over, line it up with this piece of the grating, and tack it. What I'll do is go ahead and do all 4 sides just like that, and then I'll work my way down each individual piece. fits pretty good. It's got a little wiggle room, but that's what I wanted because I didn't want it super tight. I'm gonna hinge it on that side over there. And as you saw, I cut some angles on these pieces because if not, if this was straight, this would hit and it wouldn't even open, much less close. But that's gonna work out perfect. It's pretty easy to pick up, but I'm gonna go ahead and hinge it, and then I'll put a lock on this side, or a little hasp, I guess, that can lock. And we can go ahead and weld all the flat bar to this piece. Then I'll just take another flat piece, same thing over there, and weld it to that. I'll have to pick this whole thing up with a forklift, get underneath and weld it. Take some little round stock and a piece of pipe, make 2 hinges, and that should be it. So let's go ahead and weld this one. So as you can see, I've got the 2 hinges mounted on the back and I went ahead and cut a piece of flat bar here. I still got to weld the bottom side. It's the last thing I got to do, but I've got these two pieces, cut these out on the plasma table, and it's just my little latch. So this piece will get welded solid to the door. This piece will get welded solid to the little tab there, and it'll slide up in there. They can put a lock on it and lock her up. Done. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was definitely something different. As you can see, this thing is massive. It's 7 feet by 7 feet, 18 inches tall on this part. The grate is 6 by 6. Underneath the grate is a cross piece that is at 11 3/4, 11 1/4, and that's what sets on the concrete actual drain, which is 4 foot by 4 foot. So these things are massive. We've actually got another one we're probably going to be doing for the same company. This one, you've probably seen these as well. They're more of a pyramid shape, and I don't know why they use different sizes and shapes. I'm sure the size of the pond has to do with it, but I'm not sure why they use a flat compared to a pyramid. Maybe somebody can answer that question. I don't know the difference in them. They just send me a drawing, say here's what it is, build it. And this is all 1/4 inch aluminum. It took 6 4x8 sheets of 1/4 inch aluminum. That was a lot of money. A lot of money. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but 6 1/4 inch sheets, 48 by 96 was a lot. It's very expensive. The price of metal and material is crazy right now. And I don't see it going back down. Might stabilize, but I don't think it's gonna go back down. Not like lumber. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Something a little bit different. A lot of aluminum, spool gun, everything. Definitely wouldn't TIG this. It would have taken way too long. And just for where it's going on a pond, nobody's gonna ever see it. I do have to go back with my little wire brush, little hand brush, and hit these corners, just get the little black soot, you know, it kind of puts on it. And I'll check, I got a little rough spot there. Run back over it. Other than that, I think it's pretty good to go. So they'll be picking this up in a day or two and putting it on the pond. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys subscribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and you'll see a lot more stuff like this. So stay tuned. We'll catch you on the next one.